So the question here, we've got to find the angle, and we look at the sides of the triangle we're given to the angle, and we know that the 5 here is the opposite side, and the 8 is the adjacent side. The third side up here is the hypotenuse, and we don't know that, so we're not going to worry about that. We know that SOHCAHTOA is our friendly phrase, and this is what we want. Tangent is opposite divided by adjacent, so 5/8. To find theta, we're going to use the button on the calculator that is tan -1. That's to find the angle, and we put 5/8 in brackets, and that should find us the answer. Just play the video here to find out the answer. So 5 divided by 8, this is on your calculator, equals 0.625, and you want second tan -1, and we get 32.00 degrees, and that's our answer. Question here, we've got the opposite side here and the hypotenuse. So using SOHCAHTOA, it's the first 3 of SOHCAHTOA, so sine theta equals opposite 3/10, and theta will equal sine -1, that's the button on your calculator, of 3/10, and we'll just get the video up. So 3 divided by 10, and then tan -1. Sine -1, and you get the answer 5.74 degrees. Last question here on these simple ones. We know that we're given that adjacent here and the hypotenuse up there, so that means it's cos for SOHCAHTOA. So cos theta equals 4 divided by 7, so theta will equal the cos -1 button now for 4 divided by 7, and we'll see what that equals. So 4 divided by 7, and then cos -1 makes it equals first, then cos -1, and you get down to 55.15 degrees. So here's a question here. We've got to find 2 right triangles. We're going to link the 2 together. So first of all, we want to find out this bit here. We could find out the bottom length here, or we could find out h, but h links both triangles. And h is the opposite, and 12 is the hypotenuse for 23 degrees, so we can say that sine 23 degrees equals h/12. And therefore the 12 multiplies up here, and we get that h equals 12 times sine 23 degrees. Now we can work it out if we want to, or we can leave it as it is. If we work it out, we get the answer. 4.69 is the answer. And if we want to be very accurate, we go to 4.68877 when we come to use it later on. But if we were just to find h, we'd say 4.69. But I'm going to use all these decimals in a minute to find the next answer. And we go to this triangle here on the right, and now we're given h. We know what h is, that's down here, and we got 7, and that's tangent, opposite over adjacent, so tan theta will equal h/7. and h is this number 4.68877. So I want to use as many decimal places as possible because I do not want to make a mistake in terms of error, accuracy error. So theta will equal tan negative 1 of 4.6877 over 7. And we get the calculator out and work that out. And we get the answer 33.82 degrees. So there we've linked one triangle into another. This question here is quite common. We've got to find x at the end of all this, and x is just this distance here from here to here. So first of all, we're going to do is find this angle here, which we'll call theta. And we know in this small triangle here, got this small little triangle here, right triangle. We know the 4 and the 9, and that's opposite over adjacent, so tan theta equals 4 divided by 9, and theta equals tan negative 1. That's the button on your calculator, of 4 over 9, and theta equals 23.96 degrees, and we'll leave it like that. There's a 2 after the 9, after the 6, so we'll leave it like that. If we need to use it, we'll use it. Now we're going to add that to the 8, and that means that this big triangle has an angle of 31.96 degrees. That's the 23 theta plus the 8, 31.96. In that big triangle, we've got the 9 is the base, that's the adjacent, and this one up here, which we know is x plus 4, is the opposite. So we can say that tan of 31.96 degrees equals the opposite, x plus the 4, over the 9. I'm going to take the 9 up and multiply. So that 9 times tan 31.96 degrees equals x plus 4. Just work that out. And that is 5.66155. I'm going to leave all those decimal places in there to begin with, and now I can subtract 4 now. The 4 comes to the other side as subtraction. And now x equals 1.6155, so 1.62.